Taurus, welcome to your 3-month overview for September, October, November. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Just like last time, we're going to start off with the oracle reading. You know, it has been my good fortune to get a couple of fantastic oracle decks in. This has just been amazing, and I think this is going to help set us up for a good theme. So this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can get you an overview for the next 3 months. What's going on, please, for that Taurian energy? Let's just call it fall. And we have officially kicked off fall, according to the zodiac wheel, as we entered your Earth cousin's season, Virgo, August 22nd. Pressure comes off a little bit, things cool down a little bit, things ease. What's going on, please? Show me, Taurus. What is going on for that Taurus energy? I was happy to do this. I said, let's switch it up. The idea of doing another general overview made me want to die inside a little bit, so yeah, we need to do something different. Okay, the empty well. Yeah, talk about doing something different. I think you do too. It's time to replenish. That is so funny. Who had a concept, number 16? 16 in the general sense might mean something to you. Somebody had a... Yeah, why not? Sometimes we need a power saw. Sometimes we need power saws. Sure. Oh, I wonder what they're working on today. I'm sure they'll tell me later. Okay, the empty well. Now, I apologize. Now, we had this analogy, I believe, with Cancer. Yes, I believe I called theirs running on E or empty tank or something like that. And it's a very similar concept, the empty well. It's time to replenish. The well, of course, being the metaphor for the depths of the heart. Empty well, nothing here, time to replenish, diminishing yourself for another. In other words, taking less when you should be receiving more. Okay. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry, and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face the harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let Spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. In other words, something's not working for you. You keep trying to give, energetically speaking, yourself to a situation, place, circumstance, or thing, and you're not getting it back. So yeah, it's going to deplete you. Something here is not paying off, whatever that is. And it's tapping you dry. It is. Stop diminishing yourself. In other words, stop forsaking your own needs in order to replenish someone else, or again, a situation, place, circumstance. Something that you're doing isn't working. It's not giving back to you, and thus it is disruptive, and why you're running dry. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. In other words, you asking for less is not going to give you more. Less is less and more is more. I've been saying that more and more lately. There is a lack of reciprocity, of give and take, yes. The empty well tells you that it's time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. In other words, this isn't meant for you, so let it go. It takes from you, it does not give. Let it go, okay? The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. Okay. You know? It's kind of like, well, your power numbers here, 32. Interesting. Regardless, what you're feeling is empty, so of course it's going to cast a lot of shadows. Your fears are correct. Something here is not feeding you. It is not reciprocated, it's not fair, it's not balanced, but you continue to give to it to the point that you are empty. You know? Okay, let's check out September, October, and November for you. Again, number 16. Okay. We're going to switch over to the Goddess Tarot. We've been loving this one too. Show me September, please, for Taurus. Show me September, please, for Taurus. Show me September. Show me September, please, for Taurus. September, Four of Wands, Eight of Wands, relationship, the Knight of Pentacles, your energy, so I'm not surprised. I like this. There is a certain flow of energy here. I am seeing relationships, so Four of Wands might be a commitment, could be some sort of relationship here. The idea is, so I have to correct this all the time, thanks to other readers on YouTube. So Four of Wands does not necessarily mean commitment. It can be. The idea is my energy stands up for your energy, and thus we create a life around that. When we have four, we have walls, okay? Boundaries, protection, this is mine. I stand up for you, you stand up for me, and that's between us, i.e. relationship. How far that goes, to what extent, the context, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't know. But the idea is that two people here know what they're in with each other. And you are communicating. What you're communicating with the Eight of Wands, I do not know, but also taking action. So here we have positivity, roughly in the month of September. Knight of Pentacles here. We're not looking to change things, not too much, maybe. Of course, I will clarify. The princesses in this deck represent the knights, the princes represent the pages. So here we have the Knights of Pentacles. Things are kind of slowly moving in this direction of what looks like communication, feeling a certain flow that seems to be good for you, okay? You seem to be responding to it well. You might have some Leo in your chart. Okay. That's good. That is good for September. We'll take it. All right. Of course, we'll dig in there. That's what we do. I know you. There's what you present on the surface, and then there's what's actually going on. But I can tell you that on your surface looks nice. It looks comfortable. It looks warm. It looks easy, right? October. Show me October, please. Some of you might be working on house projects. That seems to be the thing right now. I know you probably can't hear it. Oh, but I can. Show me October, please. What's going on for October? Ten of Wands. Our fire has shifted. Six of Wands. Knight of Swords. There's some disruption here. And your energy's telling me, I'm working on it. I'm dealing with it in October. I don't know what that is. But you feel confident that you can handle this, whatever this particular strain is, whatever that Ten of Wands represents to you in the month of October. Of course, we will break it down. It could be work activities. Ten of Wands and Taurus tends to go hand in hand, more so in the career elements. So there might be some frustration here at work, but you're literally telling me, I can handle it. I got it. I'm all over it. Okay? You know, I'm a contestant on The Price is Right, and I know how to spin the wheel. Don't worry about it. Oh, look at that. Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Swords. I got it. I got it. I got this. You know? It's kind of like your energy saying, get back to work. We had a certain level of calmness here and ease. I'm not saying it was easy, but I'm saying that, you know, it feels good. Okay, show me November, please. November, please, for Taurus. Excuse me. November. The Tower. The Devil. Five of Swords. Taurus. I was waiting for that to kick in, and there it is. Tower, Devil, Five of Swords. That's not bad. That's no, it's not a tower at all. That's not a tower. That's not a tower. That's not a devil. I can handle it. That's not a problem at all. Carry on. That's what your energy's doing. There's something here that's rather confrontational, I would dare say substantial, in the month of November, and your reaction is, no, it's not. Says who? Nope. You don't want to look at it for what it is, and you don't want to acknowledge it for what it is. I don't know why. I have to admit, though, that's kind of serious business. I have the feeling that whatever that is started to interject itself in October when things got a little bit more strenuous. And you're like, I got it. But it was a good I got it. It was positive. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, and I believe you. Okay? And then over here, you're like, I don't have control of this situation at all, but I don't want to acknowledge that. What's going on? What's going on? Intuition's at the bottom. You're not listening to yourself. Do we have an overview here, please? Well, other than that, I don't know I'll do this for the other collectives, but I want to check this out just in case. It's like something's going on and you don't want to admit it, particularly how it's affecting you. What's going on here? Seven of Pentacles. Something that's been kind of slowly developing. Slowly developing. Okay. Which one? Yes. Show me the Seven of Pentacles, please. And then we'll jump over to September. What's been slowly growing? What's the Seven of Pentacles, please? I know who that is, too. And let me tell you something. They better be working on that fence. I'm not trying to judge a man by his fence, but let me tell you. You would, if you saw that fence, you would be doing some judging, too. Let me tell some of that Seven of Pentacles, please. Nine of Wands. That. Five of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. What do I do about it? What do I do about it? There's something been cooking in the back of your Taurian brain for some time. Seven of Pentacles is one of your direct placement cards, as well as 5 and 6. You have 5 as well as 7 here. There is something here you refuse to quit. You refuse to quit it. Oh, that's you in a nutshell, isn't it? It means something to me, and I put so much of my work into this already. Nope. We're going to keep doing it. Nine of Wands. You're tired. Also physical exhaustion for some of you. Absolutely. Nine of Wands is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Okay? But we don't see that. We don't see it. It's like, well, I approached it this way before. The results didn't turn around. Okay, let's try it again. Oh. Test 1 failed, test 2 failed. But Taurus doesn't stop at test 2. No, you're doing a test 3, a test 4, and a test 5. Your approach hasn't changed. And even if you have changed your methodologies or your approach, or however you're fixing this, it's still proving broken, but you don't want to admit it for some reason. And I don't know what this is. But it's like, it could be a project, it could be a relationship. I don't know, but I know it causes you frustration. And you put time in between it, the relationship, the project, the work, whatever it is, you put time between it, and every now and again you reapproach it, but the result is still the same. No improvement. Okay? And you're like, what next thing could I try? So I grant you, whatever it is you're trying to fix, you do try to approach it a little bit differently. You try to tweak it here and there, but the result is still the same. Something isn't being fixed, but you won't let it go. First, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, you do. I know you. That's your process. That's your process. If you got to learn some shit the hard way, that's on you. But do know it's on you. And I know it's taxing you. Because whatever it is you're trying to fix in your overall sense of things keeps coming up short. It's not giving back to you. It's not signaling to you that, hey, Taurus, this is correct. So keep working on me. When something's correct for you and you work on it, you will be given signs, indication, communication, action back that this is correct. Good job, Taurus. On your repair job, here's some proof, results of your efforts that you can see, take measure in, feel good about, be proud of. This is like, no, Taurus. And you're like, okay, I'll readdress this in a month. No again. Okay, we'll readdress this again in a month. You see what I'm saying? You're not feeling good about the process because you're not being shown the results. So let's see how this is applying into the greater scheme of things. Let's jump into September. Are we keeping on? Okay. Let's see it. Let's see it. Of course, your pacing is here. I'm not surprised by that. Whatever this is, you get back to, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to work on it. You keep coming up short on the efforts and energy and results. You won't let it go. You won't let it go. It exhausts you. I don't know that it pisses you off, but it definitely exhausts you to some extent, emotionally. Okay. Sometimes in the Nine of Wands, we get so tired we can't be upset or angry. We're just exhausted by the thing. But it's like, I gotta keep doing it, Christina. I gotta keep doing it. Show me that Four of Wands, please. September. Show me that Four of Wands, please. September. Ten of Wands, boom, baby, right here, October. So it's carryover. This is a fucking carryover. Five of Wands, fuck me. What is pissing you off? Something or someone is fighting you hard. Okay? Now, when I use the word, I don't know about you, but when I use the word hard, I like to have fun with it. It should be a fun word. This is not fun. This is a kind of hard that is indeed not the fun kind. Okay? This is actually fucking hard. 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands. There is frustration within you and outside of you in your relationship, whatever that is to you. 4 of Wands. And it's like, oh, we're cool. Oh, we're cool. Taurus is having a lovely, smooth ride with whomever they are connected to. We've got some open lines of communication. We've got some action here. I told you, there's that fucking Taurus surface. That's not an insult, honey. I love you to pieces. There's that surface energy that says, oh, I'm cool. I'm good. Everything's great, man. And then we clarify. You know? Now, I know that's you. And it's not just about being stubborn. It's not just about that. It's that thing that Taurus says, energetically speaking, your collective personality MO pattern says, I have to be cool, Christina. I have to be calm. I have to be collected. Do you know why? And I know why. It's because you are terribly, terribly responsible. That's why you show the 10 of Wands like it's your back of hand energy. You're used to carrying strain. But I've told you this before. If you are new to my channel, hi, you're about to get the Taurus lecture. For those of you who've been around, control your eye roll. You know. It is natural for you to carry burdens, Taurus. It is extremely natural to you. Like I said, it's back of hand energy. That doesn't mean it's correct. So, a developed Taurus, a mature Taurus, understands I am carrying these 10 of Wands, but I do so with pride. And I do so from the best possible interest because I can. I am responsible, I am a leader, and I know how to deal with shit. Great. Here's the catch-22. You will carry burdens unnecessarily just because you think you're supposed to, or you're used to it, or people rely on you so heavily. And you just think, there's one more thing on my back. Go ahead and pile off. That's fine. I can handle it. I can deal with it. Yeah, you can. To your own cost. So a mature Taurus has to know what's worth carrying. I don't know what struggle this is, but it's counterproductive. So if you're going to be carrying a 10 of Wands in your relationship, by God, there had better be some reason for it. Because it's carrying over into October. So I don't know what kicked this off, but it's looking like it's kind of an outstanding issue. Okay? There's tension here, frustration, fighting, battle of will shit, and it's been ongoing. So this didn't just start in September. No. It's carrying over. You're used to it. You're opening with it here. You're opening with it over here. And then things accelerate to holy shit. Honey, it's your obligation in life to know what it is that you can carry. But what do you get from it? Go ahead and carry all the 10 of Wands you want. Does it replenish you? So, I am seeing a great deal of strain in this relationship. Frustration, possibly fighting, ego wills, battle clashes, communication errors, issues. My point of view, my point of view, my point of view, my point of view. And the other person's like, well, my point of view too. You both have points of view. And you're both trying to exercise those points of view while maintaining your shit within this relationship. Show me the Eight of Wands. Tell me you two figure out how to communicate. Let's see that communication. Show me that Eight of Wands, please. Repetition. Repetition. I keep trying to fix it. I keep trying to fix it. Let me try this new way. And you've been at this for some time. That's how I know it didn't, quote unquote, just start in September. Eight of Wands. And that's if you resonate. If you don't, good. Honey, that pisses me off just looking at it. I don't like arguing. I don't like arguing. I do not like arguing at all. I don't. And this is outstanding issues, outstanding arguments, outstanding burdens that you're used to carrying. Oh shit, King of Swords. Queen of Swords. So, okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly in there today. Oh my. Heavy air sign energy, by the way. Could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Communication between you and your person can be a little perfunctory, a little tight, a little cutting, a little get to the point. If this is how we can avoid arguments, let's leave the feelings out of it, please, and stick to the facts. You okay? We're talking surface level communication. And it's kind of like once you two get the pleasantries out of the way, it's kind of like I've been thinking this. Have you? Because I've been thinking this. Really? That's so interesting. Taurus's famous saying for bullshit. That's so interesting. Because I was thinking this. That's really tight. That communication is really tight. And it doesn't leave much room for feeling. And I can kind of see how you two settled into that, most likely by, well, natural progression. If in this relationship there is a lot of frustration and a lot of battle of wills and egos and points of view, and it seems to just keep carrying over. I don't know who's got a sore point, honey. I don't know if you got the sore point. I don't know if they got the sore point. Somebody here got a sore point, and they like to perpetuate it or continue. I mean, it's like, Jesus Christ. It's like you're trying to find another way to talk to this person or resolve the issue. And it keeps not giving back to you. You're not getting the positive results. I don't know. But I do know you're used to carrying it. And so in that kind of aggressive energy, the frustration, you two have kind of found this middle ground of King of Swords, Queen of Swords. How was your day today, dear? It was well, thank you. And then somebody brings up that issue. Taurus, by the way, that thing I asked you to do, it still hasn't been done yet. Did you forget? Now that you mention it, dear, it's coming across like that. It's a little stiff. It's a little stiff, but I can see that you two are trying to keep your cool and to keep the lines of communication open. It's a little more cold than I care for, but considering where you two have come from, where there's more heat on it and more frustration, I could see where the compromise then literally between two people would be to just separate from the feelings a little bit. Keep it to facts. Show me. So that Knight of Pentacles is here. That's your knight, as you know. It's been slow going like this. It's been slow going. There is a certain level of decision making here that you two have a hard time, or where you two seem to experience the most friction. Is something to do with decision making. There's a certain level of repetition of communication here. I don't quite know what that is. It's like I'm kind of tired of telling you the same thing. You still don't understand, so let me find another way to say it. I don't know where that's coming from. But again, I guess we'll take this over this, right? Some of that Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, it's on your mind. No shit. Page of Swords, but you don't know how you feel. You can fix it. You just know you want it to be done. You are trying... Okay, I'll give you this. So death, I'm not saying that as the actuality. What I'm saying is it's a hypothetical, and I'll tell you why. Knights of Pentacles, this is a slow-going thing for you. It's on your mind. You kind of look at it, and you try not to look at it too hard. Page of Swords to the Nine of Swords, because it does cause you stress. Particularly where that communication is concerned and how long specifically it's been going on like this, you're not very comfortable looking at it. You're not very comfortable looking at it. That's why I'm saying this. Okay? You haven't given up on it. You're still engaging it, so I know that death does not mean that this is over. It's more like you want the situation, the way you two communicate and or function with each other, to be over. It does cause you stress, and you try not to look at it too hard. Okay? You try not to look at it too hard. And you also don't really want to look at the ending, at least not yet. You can kind of see that it might be there, but again, it's not something you really want to examine. Not yet. I know you don't like it. There's a coldness here. That, again, there's Taurus on the surface. Oh, everything's fine. This is my relationship as I understand it. We talk, see? And then there's what's actually going on. So I am highly sympathetic. It looks like you two are at loggerheads. There's some walls here. You bet. Frustration, walls, and you compound those factors over time, and you two are borderline stonewalling each other. Okay? We're not there yet, and hopefully you don't, but the fact that you approach this and you don't seem to see any evidence that things are getting better, it doesn't make you feel good, it doesn't make you feel replenished, so it kind of reduces your motivation to improve the situation. Because you're not getting positive feedback that when you try to fix it, that anything's getting better or that it sticks permanently. You know what I mean? It's going to cause you frustration, causes them frustration. Somebody's still not happy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter how many different ways you approach it, Taurus. It still seems like somebody's showing frustration. So you two kind of opt for a certain level of facts. Keep our feelings out of it. Here's what we look like on the surface. Here, everybody, this is what we look like on the surface, okay? But internally, as you continue to move forward in this way, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, you understand to some extent that it increases your anxiety because it comes from a place of pain. And this is internal to you. And you wished it would stop. You reasonably wished it would stop. You do. It doesn't feel good, and it doesn't feel smooth, and it doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel replenishing, and it doesn't make you feel whole. It doesn't. So this is September. And I am sorry that you opened up with such heavy energy. And I think I have every reason to believe I'm looking at a Taurus who tells themselves all is well when you know that's not the case. You know that's not the case. No, not all is well. But you're finding a way, as Taurus typically does, to manage it. To at least manage the behaviors on the surface. Okay? It's like I can't control their reaction, but I can at least control mine and try to shape the outcome to where it's not so angry on the surface. We can at least develop a companionable sort of communication. You keep trying to crack at it, though. You keep trying to crack at it. And of course you're going to be tired. Every time you try to change up the rhythm, it's kind of like they shoot it down. So of course it's going to discourage you. Of course it's going to lend to your anxiety. It's not going to take it away. I do see your efforts are here, though. Your efforts are here. But bless you, honey. Your efforts for fixing this are not being well received, and you know it. Your mind doesn't want to deal with it, but it's here. It carries over, I hate to say this, into October. Some of you, fucking A, man. Fall. Ten of Wands, show me. Three of Pentacles, cooperation. Let me know if you're connecting to Gemini. I did see heavy air energy. Excuse me. And Six of Pentacles, very like you. We have that connection. The strain is still remains in our connection. Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Lovers, Ten of Wands. Again, it could literally be Gemini. It's coming across heavily as air energy. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, there's a strain here continuing on in your energy as you do your best to maintain a friendly sort of cooperative balance. It is coming across heavily more as friendship as opposed to lovership, as you know, and you can already feel for yourself. Like I said, you're not happy about it. And you want it to be not that way, obviously. You would rather have a fluid relationship with your person as opposed to an oppositional one. Nobody wants an oppositional relationship. What's the fucking point? Right? You know that, and that's why you keep trying to fix it. Bless you. But it's like your efforts, for some reason, I don't know, sometimes it's like, you know what that is? It's like sometimes your efforts pisses this person off more. What is that? What is that? I swear to God, Taurus, it's coming across like that. For some reason, I feel, bless you. You really do try to make a solid effort, but you keep doing it despite the lack of results. Am I surprised by your nature? No. What hurts for me to look at this is that I see your actual efforts, 3D as well as in the emotional world, and you keep getting shot down. It's like for some reason it seems to piss this person off even more. It's so negative. I don't know why. But we're showing a cooperation here. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, as you know, not my favorite, because it is supposed to be a union. I'm seeing Four of Wands, I'm seeing Lovers here. I am seeing what is like a relationship, and it's coming across more as cooperation. I balance my shit, you balance yours. Three of Pentacles, when we should have a stronger sense of union. I agree. But it's cooperative. It's like, despite the strain, Christina, Ten of Wands, despite the strain, I'm used to it. I'm used to it, and you know what? I maintain my side of the balance. And there you go. Yes, you do. However, one of you, calling a spade for a spade, is giving more than the other person. 6, 4, 3. 3 take away from 6 is 3. Somebody's giving more than the other. But it is coming across more as cooperation and balance in the 3D and friendliness, like surface level, getting shit done. But again, it's what you two seem to be opting for. Over the Ten of Wands. I know, it's like you two are both trying to work on it, work on it, work on it. I have to insist somebody here is giving more than the other. Show me that Six of Wands. But overall, you're still telling me, Christina, honey, I got it. Don't worry about me. Don't worry, I got it. Six of Wands, Knight of Swords. I've been through this before. Yes, you have. I know how to handle my shit. Don't worry about it. Well, the thing is, honey, I am worried about you. I am worried about you. You worry about them. That's your job. I'm worried about you. That's my job. Six of Wands, Page of Cups, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. God damn it, Taurus. Again, Leo energy doesn't have to be. God dang it. Taurus, you're lying. You're lying, honey. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying to yourself specifically. Six of Wands. I got this, Christina. Yeah, my relationship's hard. It's got strains. Who doesn't? But I got this. Don't fucking worry about it. This is what I've said. You worry about them and your connection. That's your job. I'm worrying about you because I'm seeing your energy. There is what you're telling me and there's what you're not telling yourself. And those are two different things. And I'm here to report to you what you're not telling yourself. And what you are not telling yourself, my love, is that you are a liar. You're lying to yourself. No, you don't got this. And that's where we see that Five of Swords for the first time. No, you don't got this. It's your pride and your sense of stubbornness to keep at this. Is it based in love? Yes. But to what cost? What love are you getting exactly when you keep throwing yourself against a brick wall? Bless you. I've seen it. I've seen your efforts in the 3D as well as your emotional energies. You keep trying. Now, it might be paced, okay? Your efforts for change, for connectivity, communication, love expression with your person. You do try different things. You do. But you keep coming up short. Five of Pentacles. But you keep trying. Nine of Wands. You go back to the drawing board. It seems like no. And I told you this. It's like everything you do just pisses this person off. They're not receptive to it, or they're not giving you back what you need. I don't know what that is. But if you ask me, it's love. And you're telling me, Christina, we're doing our job. Okay? 6 and 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So I give a little more to this. What else is new? I'm Taurus. I'm used to it. Yes, you fucking are. To your own cost. What are you getting back from this? You put more into them than they do to you, and I want you to own it. But you don't want to own that. You don't want to own it. If you owned it, you'd actually have to really look at it. If you owned that, you'd actually have to look at it, and you don't want to look at it. You're getting shortchanged. In the real world and energetically, you don't want to own it. So bless you, you keep trying. You say, maybe it's a me problem. Maybe they're right. How many times do you have to be shot down? And Taurus, you're not right today. I'm still not happy with this situation. Are they telling you what makes them unhappy? Or do they expect you to keep throwing goddamn darts? Let me tell you how well that works. It doesn't. If someone cannot articulate to you what the issue is, the problem, the frustration, why they're so unhappy, how are you going to know what to do? You don't know why this person is frustrated and pissed off. So you keep trying different things to figure it out. And they keep saying, well, it's not working, Taurus. I'm still unhappy. Fix it. Solve it. It's your problem. Does it take two? Yes. But here's the problem I'm having with your person. They're not giving you a direct response about what the issue is, so you keep throwing those darts. Why? Or maybe what their idea of what makes them frustrated or angry constantly changes. It's like a moving target. Well, this was my problem today, and thank you for trying to solve it, but it's not. Maybe this is actually the problem. I don't know, but it's not consistent. That's my issue here, because I see you trying different things, and it gives you hope. Oh, now I have a clue. Now I know what to do. And in the meantime, you two have kind of settled upon this circus act of politeness, and I do my bit, they do their bit. No, somebody's giving more than the other. I'll tell you that right now. It's adding to the strain, but you also say you're used to it. I got it. Well, you're lying to yourself. When you go into your place of quiet, Four of Swords, meditation, contemplation, prayer, whatever it is to you, that is when you tell yourself the most shit. Five of Swords. That is when you have your moments with a Page of Cups. Well, maybe I misunderstood. That's it. Maybe they're right. Maybe I misunderstood what they were saying. I mean, I thought I understood what they were saying, and I tried to fix it from that approach, but maybe they're right. Maybe it's my bad again. It's false confidence, honey. And you give yourself this false confidence when you're quiet, when you're alone, when you're in your Four of Swords, when we are actually meant to make the best use of that time to be the most honest with ourselves is Four of Swords. That's why it is associated with contemplation, meditation, prayer, and healing. It's like when everything else shuts up and we allow ourselves some quiet time. Okay, quiet time with ourselves and in our mind. That is when we should be the most honest with ourselves, not the least honest. And that is when you are the least honest with yourself. That time that should be yours and is precious and restorative to you. Okay. That's when you're the least honest with yourself. Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Knight of Wands, your energy. Six of Swords, Three of Wands. You have an expectation in you without any real validation that things will get better. You expect it. I might have believed you if we hadn't pulled that Three of Wands. You're kind of waiting, okay? In the meantime, you take action and you do try to show the situation healthy energy. But when it's Six of Swords, I'm going to move on with my best energy in mind and my best practices in mind. And Three of Wands, I expect to move forward in calmer waters. You really have come to believe that. I expect and look forward to calmer waters. I expect my energy to get back into a good place. I expect my energy to get back into a place of action. And it's going to be very hard for you to do if you're acting like the thing that isn't hurting you, or is hurting you, isn't hurting you. You know what I mean? But you are showing me elements of hope towards the end of October. That things will shift and or turn around. I just don't know what evidence you have to believe that. By the end of October, things will get better. Things will get smoother. I don't know why that's so specific for some of you, but you have that expectation. I don't know why. Perhaps there is some sort of trip planned towards the end of the October, and there's an idea that things will ease up. We can put our energy into that. We can focus on that. Or just moving forward in the general sense of positivity. My energy will pick up. Their energy will pick up. And we're going to move forward into smoother water. So you're literally looking forward to it with the Three of Wands. So that tells me there could be a trip around there, around, let's just call it October, November, where there's this anticipation where both of your levels of excitement will pick up and action will be taken that has nothing to do with the relationship or the marital situation. It's like, oh, this is outside of us and we can both look forward to it. Something like that. And that will help distract us. It'll give us something to look forward to. It'll bring out or provoke the best of our energies. We're looking forward to that. So there's something there that does require you to have some energy, but you're excited. Gives you a little boost. You're looking forward to it. Somebody might have their own individual break. Somebody might, I don't know, somebody might go on a trip by themselves. I don't quite know. But so far the connection stands. It stands, and then we hit critical mass, as I like to say, when energy hits its peak when it comes to unresolved issues. So here we have the Tower, the Devil, and the Five of Swords. And that's all in November. Shit. Heavy Capricorn energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the general sense. We have a little bit of Scorpio. Possibly some fire. I'm seeing that more is within you and a little bit around you. Okay. Now we're going to switch. Oh, do we want to continue? No. Sun at the Tower. Show me the Tower, please. That's weird. I haven't used this card in a long time. Show me the Tower, please. There you are on the split. Three of Cups. Huh. Yeah, there's some sort of connectivity here you're looking forward to. I don't quite know what that is. I don't know. Anyway, take the trip analogy out of the equation for October. There is the expectation, Six of Swords, of moving forward in better energy. I hope that's true, but honey, just given the background noise of trying, not succeeding, telling ourselves things are going to get better without any evidence or proof, I don't know, but I hope it is. I do. I hope it is. but I want you to have reasonable expectations. I know that you've tried to fix the problem, but honey, how can you fix the problem without the premise or understanding of what the real issue is? And that's not just you. That takes two people here. And like I said, I do feel like you're a Taurus, that you throw your efforts out there and this person keeps moving the damn objective or goal. Or they're always frustrated or pissed off by your efforts. So that's a symptom of a bigger issue then. So that's not something you can just fix on your own. And even if you two were in a proper healing and you're not, this is not healing. You are in a fixing stage, but without the healing. That tells me you don't know what the hell you're fixing. Do you get it? Fixing without healing tells me you don't know what the fuck you're fixing. And they're not helping you. Show me the Tower, please. Show me the Tower, please. And the one little itty bitty element of healing you showed me, that's when you lie to yourself the most. When you're quiet, oh, things are going to be fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. I got this. Show me the Tower, please. November. Show me the Tower, please. Emperor. Fool. Ooh. Okay. Knight of Swords. Okay, there is kind of an explosive energy here. It's looking kind of commanding. You might have some Aries in your chart. Knight of Swords, there's that energy again. There is a much, 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 much larger energy representation of overhaul. I need to make change. I need to take charge of this shit, Emperor. Standing in my power so I can take correct action. Something's gonna hit you very hard about what real change is. Having to make radical change. What does that look like? What does that mean? Okay, how do I stand in my power? How do I actually deal with this? Instead of me just trying to throw a solution out there and hoping it sticks. That's not working. Because you are trying, bless you, honey. But your efforts are not appreciated or they're not reciprocated. Either way, your energy's getting tapped out. If you're having to lie to yourself about how you can handle this, I promise you, you're tapping out. Okay. Strong realization here. Oh, I need to change. I need to change. The Fool. I need to be open up to real solutions and stick to them. You know, it's... If I'm going to do this, whatever this Tower is to you, I need to take charge of it, which is very much like you. And that's where your stubbornness turns into a positive as opposed to a negative. I'm going to take charge of this, and I'm really going to enforce that Fool energy. I need to see things differently. I need to approach things differently. I need to see things with fresh eyes and a fresh spirit and fresh energy if I want real change. So your energy is indeed hitting critical mass. There is something in you that is very strongly positive that says, I am going to do this. I'm going to do it right. Yeah, and you are looking more for a permanent solution to a long-term problem. So I'm going to remind you right now, it takes two. Okay? You can't control the efforts and energies and love energies and directions and communication of two people. You can account for your side of the board. But if they keep pulling up short with you, you need to be able to see that as well. That's part of being the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't have time for Five of Swords bullshit or Seven of Swords. The Emperor has a job to do. The Emperor is a leader. The Emperor is someone who steps up their game and says, this is my shit and I'm going to handle it. They might be stubborn. They might even be kind of an asshole. But we can't say that they don't get things done. This Emperor wants to get something done. Knight of Swords, the Fool. And it requires a fresh face. Like in a permanent way. There is a recognition here finally in your energy that says, we need a Tower. We need a Tower. Good. Why the hell is this devil here? Let's take a look. So the Spirit is here. The Spirit is here. Okay? Now let's see though if you default to always. The Rafi, of course, is like, okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'll blow this Tower up. I'll make changes. I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be a proud Taurus. I'm going to handle this shit. And then the devil shows up. Capricorn energy, again, does not have to be. Show me the devil, please. Show me the devil, please. Page of Wands. Three of Wands. What? What? What about it? Four of Wands. The relationship. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why? Why the delay? Why the delay? What's the justification? Heart space, Ace of Cups. Whose? The Resistance, Nine of Wands. There's going to be, what's going to happen, I do not know. I can give you the idea or the gist of it. Just when Taurus is like balls out, we're gonna handle this shit, okay? I'm tired of the guessing game with you. I am tired of throwing darts at this phone book because you never seem to be happy. The frustration stands. You still talk to me and treat me like shit. I'm doing the best I can to figure out what the problem is. I want something fixed, right? You're not pulling the world on me. You're not pulling the Ten of Swords. You're not even pulling death. The only time I saw death for you is in reflection to the worst of your thoughts. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, Christina. I've been happy not thinking about it for a while. It is what it is. I'm in this pattern with my person. Everybody does this. Everybody does this. This is normal. No, it's not. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. Because if I thought about it, I'd have to deal with it, right? If I acknowledge the situation for what it was, I might actually have to do something about it. No, I'd rather just keep throwing my efforts out again and again and get shot down. Because that's not going to fuck with my self-esteem, my thoughts, or my personhood. Why would that happen? If you don't think your self-esteem, your sense of emotional self and spiritual self have not been affected by this, you are wrong. That's part of the lying package over here. When you're supposed to be at your most productive up here in a peaceful way, Four Swords. Okay? When you are supposed to be most honest with yourself about what you're experiencing, how you're experiencing, what you're feeling, that is when you lie to yourself the most. And if we can't get a break from ourselves with the Four Swords, we're all fucked. When you are supposed to be your most honest, you are your worst. It's with you. It's hard, right? It's hard. It's hard to put that level of work into somebody. It's hard to put that level of concentration and effort and goodwill and optimism. And I'm still trying. I'm still trying. I'm gonna keep trying. It's hard to put that level of work and consideration and acknowledgement into somebody and not see it come back to you. So what do? We put ourselves into a place of denial about the situation because it's really hard to admit that we put that much into somebody without getting it back. What does that say about us? What does that say about us? That we can allow something like that to happen. That we can allow ourselves to be treated like less than. And let's make that clear. That's the Taurus I'm looking at. I'm not saying you are less than. You are allowing yourself to be treated like you are less than. If you were less than, you wouldn't be trying so goddamn hard. If you were a real piece of shit or an asshole, you wouldn't be trying at all. Like always, you take on more than your fair share of responsibilities. including making yourself responsible for someone else's happiness. They keep saying I'm not, so you take it as a personal failure. Like I said, less is less and more is more. You are not less than, you are more than. The person who surrounds you does not treat you this way. It's no joke about the complexities of Taurus. I give you a hard time about it all the time, but in reality this is how it actually plays out. And I get that. Fixed signs often do this. Yeah, being Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, we all have that tendency to put more into someone than we get back. Why? Because we're fixed, because we can. We have that power. We kind of have that mental discipline. We have that emotional discipline. We have the physical discipline. We just kind of get used to it. But this is not something we want to get used to. It's our catch-22. I got this, I got this. Oh, the motto of the fixed signs, if there ever was one. I got this. It takes a lot for us to say, no, we don't. It's a pride thing. It's a, I'm used to handling these kind of things. I am successful at this. You're not always successful, Taurus. It's hard for you to admit. So here's why all that lecture is about blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I do get caught in things. I just want to impress upon you. Just as your energy goes Big Daddy, balls out, the Tower, Emperor, Knight of Swords, the Fool, I'm going to take real care of this now. Okay? I was fucking around before, but I'm done. I'm tired. I want a solution, and I want one that sticks. Okay? Boom, the devil kicks in. As soon as your energy gets confrontational with the real shit about what's going on, devil kicks in. Oh, no, Taurus. And here their energy comes. Softening up. It's softening up. And here's a little pattern between you two. Your energy gets commanding, it gets firm. Theirs calms down. Checks itself. Softens up. It gets real sweet, don't it? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it's not all that. I mean, yeah, I've had a bad couple of months, possibly years. But, you know, it's really not... Oh, no, I'm so sorry, honey. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to take it on you. No, no, no. That's not where it was coming from. That's not where it was... Look, I'm totally relaxed now. I'm totally chill. Everything's fine. Do you notice how their energy switches as soon as yours does? When the power dynamic shifts like that, and I mean like a real power dynamic. Look at you. Tower, Emperor, Knight of Swords, the Fool. Fuck yeah. I wouldn't fuck around with that, Taurus. Nobody would. And as soon as you do that, as soon as you step into a claiming power, here comes the devil. Oh no, Taurus, I don't know why. No, you misunderstood me. You're so silly. I didn't mean to, I love you. No, and it softens. Immediately. It's almost like, it's all the happiness under the devil. Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, a happy Four of Wands too. It's just, you know, I was just in a bad space and I knew I would come back around. See? It had nothing to do with the fact that you just pulled ranked on my ass. That's all. That's all. That's all. Be careful. That tells me it's a pattern. Whenever you get real with this person, you put your foot down, their energy softens almost immediately. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. And it lulls you back into that thinking that things are manageable, right? It's what you call temporary inflation. They have a little pattern with that. That's where the Nine of Wands comes in. That's why you keep trying, son of a bitch. And that's why you keep trying. That's where your Nine of Wands comes from, is that they have a little habit of their own. They have a little history pattern. When you pull rank, when Taurus finally gets mad, and you can get brilliantly mad. I said, you're not big on anger. I will say that till the day, I'll say that till the day I die. Taurus, you don't like being angry. You don't. You don't. You would rather go cold. But when you are angry, oh my God. It's magnificent. That's when I want a camera. I want to record it because I know I'm about to witness some serious shit. It's like when Taurus gets mad, I'm like, oh, oh, oh. Like, it's Scorpio, I love that shit. I don't know why, but we're fascinated by it. When somebody's energy gets like Taurus is about to whoop some ass. Oh, I want front row seats to this shit. It's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. This is you acknowledging the tower. It's about to go down. I'm going to take charge of this shit. I am demanding change, and I'm demanding change now, right? You are like a politician that is shined up, ready to go, and you are advocating change, but you're advocating change in your best interest, and you want to do it with a good spirit in mind, with the Fool. Okay? With a good spirit of mind, I'm coming from the best possible interest, honey. Okay? I want the best for us. I do. I want us to have a kind of a fresh energy. Can we try this? Because I'm interested in change. This is not working for me. You pull rank and they immediately go meek, submissive. But it defaults from the devil. This is their pattern. I saw your pattern straight away, and now I'm seeing their pattern play out. So you really are going through a height of tension with your person, and this has played out in your dynamic before. Sometimes it's on a small scale, sometimes it's on a bigger scale. This is a bigger, or it could be, I believe, a medium scale for some of you. I hate to see it get much bigger than this, but it just kind of depends. This has played out in your dynamic before. You finally get to that point of break, pressure, pissed off, and they're, oh no, it's not like that. It's not like that, Taurus. It's not like that. I'm sorry. And their energy becomes soft, cooperative, but they have a 9 of Wands attached to this with the devil. They have a method of handling you when you finally get up here, and you have a method of handling them in the meantime. That's why you keep trying. It's why you keep trying. 9 of Wands, because I told you, man. It's like temporary. That's why you keep trying, because you get confused. It's like, I know I can get them back into a good space. Maybe I'm just not doing the right thing again. And then it has to hit a tension before their energy softens up and says that it loves you. But it's coming from the devil. This is a repetition behavior pattern. They show you the best of their heart space. They show you the best of their intentions. They show you the best of their communication when shit finally hits the fan. You understand? Show me that 5 of Swords, please. And that's part of the manipulation. It's part of that 5. I'm sorry. And that's one of the reasons why you talk yourself out of the situation for what it is. It's one of the reasons why you lie to yourself. Is because they can be so sweet and so lovely and so giving with their energy, where they were completely not generous with it before. Uptight, angry, frustrated. And it has to keep dragging on like that for months before you put your foot down. Oh, they back off, don't they? They get all soft and sweet. That's a behavior pattern. And it's one of the reasons that has lended to you to this day to lie to yourself about a real situation, because when they're sweet and they're lovely and they're kind and they're loving, you fall for it. That's why you quote unquote try so hard. That's why you won't refuse. That's why you refuse. And that's why you can go for months at a time feeling like you're running on empty, because you are. Things hit energetic mass. You feel good. It feels like your cup has been replenished. And then it goes back down again. Some of that 5 of Swords, please. I don't like... There it is again. You're telling yourself this is true. You are telling yourself all is well. Do you see the behavior pattern between you and this person? There's that King of Swords. There's your determination to accept this as truth. You believe it. When they come back at you, oh, Taurus, no, baby, you're taking things out of proportion. It's not like that. It's not like that. I love you. Do you see what I'm saying? This is not healthy. This is not a good dynamic at all. And this is where you believe your own lies. Because when they come back sweet and loving and sexy and all that, You fall for it. That's why in your quiet moments you're like, oh no, it's not all that. It's fine, I got this, I got this, I got this. You don't got it, you just got used to a pattern with this person. And it's not a healthy one. Damn. The World. Show me. Queen of Wands. You're losing. The more you kind of engage, here's some real talk for you, as if we haven't done enough of that already. First of all, we will definitely... Okay. We're going to use this. The more you kind of believe in this Five of Swords as this is your reality and you're refusing to look at it for what it is, this energy is brilliant, but you don't sustain it. As soon as they soften up and they turn on the eyes and they turn on the love and they turn on the happy energy and the positivity and the optimism, you fall for it. It's their devil energy. This is their behavior pattern and you play into it. It's one of the reasons why you keep trying to fix a junker. It's giving you no proof that it's going to work on the long term. But every couple months or so, you go back to it, work on it. Still doesn't start, still doesn't work for you. But you keep trying. Anyway, the longer that you continue as the King of Swords, determined that this is your truth, that you believe your own lies about the reality of your situation, the more your own sense of energy and passion exits. Your sense of confidence continues to exit. What did we talk about? This is literally your confidence waning, exiting. The more you allow yourself to believe this, determined to believe the lies, the more your confidence, your energy, your passion exits. You lose confidence in yourself and your enthusiasm, your energy. The world starts to become a little bit more bleached every day. What's in here? Community, yes, no doubt. You are well established or well ingrained within your community. This is the Ten of Pentacles energy, which for you is no surprise. For some of you, simply rough 2839. Many of you feel a heavy sense of expectation within your community, family, friends, your social circles, your work areas. It's all encompassing with that Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you feel this is just part and parcel to the gig, or part and part of the gig. Okay. It's like this is the expectation. This is what I'm expected to carry. This is the job. No, it's not. Excuse me. I fucking beg to differ. It's not part of the job. But many of you interpret that this is normal, that this is the way it's supposed to be. Some of you, wealthy men, you either are the wealthy man, there could be a level of wealth into this, I'm just not saying, or it's playing out in some way. There might be some expectations, let's say for instance like a father-in-law, or some, see, there's a lot of masculine energy here. Huh. It does feel like there's some sort of pressure. It might be wealth to some extent, or some sort of controlling figure. Seems like it's outside of this that influences it. I can't quite see. I don't know what that is. Huh. Yeah, no shit, marriage. Yeah, there's definitely marriage here. And wealth might be one of the aspects that's playing into this, as well as the expectation that this is just the way it is. We have to play nice in front of our family and friends and community and show that all is well. That's for somebody. I don't know. Going your own pathway has been very hard. Number 35, pathway. You'd like to. Some of you would like to walk in or discover new pathways. Or you'd like to find a new way, one that was actually beneficial. I don't like that. As soon as you step into your power, they kind of go soft on you, sweet. They tell you everything you want to hear. It comes from the devil. It's their go-to response when your energy gets real. You know? But the longer you engage in that, the more your confidence and your sense of personhood takes a hit. Okay? Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Advice, please. How would you advise Taurus? I know how I would advise you. The solution's here and it's been touched upon multiple times, but you don't want to connect the dots that way. I've seen you actively avoid it many times. I got a Five of Pentacles, the World, Death. They're just at various points throughout the reading. If you connect the dots, you would see it for yourself, but you don't want to. That's the Taurus I'm looking at. You don't want to connect those dots. Not yet. But it is a choice to stay in this, Taurus. But you know what? If you have this much Five of Swords, and I can see why you believe them, because when they come back hard on the sincerity level and the love, okay, even though it's coming from a devil place, you believe it, and you back off immediately. And you know where it's coming from, this behavior pattern you have with this person? The reason why you haven't really done anything about it, because it is taking a hit on your self-esteem. If you understood that you were worth more than how you're being treated, when you stood up for yourself, that would be it. It would be a one-time gig. You would mean it, you would believe it, and you would stick to it. You would stop defaulting on the Five of Swords. Well, maybe, okay, maybe they were having a bad day, week, month, year. It's your impression upon yourself thing. It allows you to stay in this. There's the Four of Wands again. Advice, please. How would you advise Taurus? Seven of Swords. It's time for you to get acquainted with your doubts and to heal them. For the first time I see a healing element. The stuff that happens within you, not your dynamic. Your dynamic with this person plays out the way it has, and it has been doing. So that's not going to help you. You need to do what you should be doing this whole time with that Four of Swords, is that when you do have quiet time, downtime, private time, you stop lying to yourself. When you actually have those moments of meditation and reflection, i.e. some form of healing that is quiet and private to you, that is when you really need to start cleaning house. The one that's in your mind first. Okay, you need to heal your thoughts, your doubts, your suspicions, the things that you have been carrying with you about how your feeling has not been well. No. King of Pentacles, that's you. Seven of Pentacles. Focus on how you'd like to go back into who you are. What you are actually familiar with, because many of you would like to. Manifestation. You would like to get back into a place of comfort and self-care for yourself. You would like to take care of you again, because you most certainly don't seem to be able to rely on this person to care for you. You actually want to create a stronger case of you taking care of yourself. That tells me you don't feel like you're taken care of. Because of that bullshit. It doesn't feel real and it feels inauthentic because it is. But I'd need you to get out of the Five of Swords to see it, and more to the point, feel it. You're very observant, Taurus. It's one of your superpowers. You have the powers of observation like no one else. Like no one else. In the zodiac, Taurus, it is literally one of your superpowers is the power of observation. It's one of the reasons why you're actually highly intuitive. Okay? Where most people are going blah, 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 you shut up and watch. Okay? You observe, you watch, you filter, you see what people are saying, you see what they're not saying, you see what they're doing, you see what they're not doing. You're a very good observer. It's very hard for you to see your situation for what it is if you keep telling yourself that this is acceptable. Acting like it's not wreaking havoc on you, your mind, your emotions, or your personhood in general. I haven't seen your intuition once, and I have not seen your powers of strong reflection here, not once. Something to think about. Taurus, this was difficult readings, and Taurus, it's not unknown. If you've been around the channel, you know this. You know I'm very protective of you. Cross watchers, be careful. I'm protective of all my collectives, and the kind of firmness and sincerity I would show Taurus is the same I would show to your sign. So let's be careful. Taurus, this was a real one today, and I know you're good with real. That's why I'm so comfortable talking to you the way I do. It's another one of your superpowers. So for those of you who identify, I do hope you allow the realness to hit you. Because I'm looking at a Taurus who's struggling with that. Put in the comments as you see fit. For everyone else who does not identify with this, enjoy your fall. I always look forward to the fall, but then again I'm biased. It's a little bit more closer to my side of the zodiac wheel, you know what I mean? We love the fall, but we hate pumpkin spice lattes. We hate it. Taurus honey, take care. Be well.